External application therapy is a treatment that applies herbs topically to a body surface area or a gingival point. It is often used in the treatment of chronic, deficient cold-type illnesses. People have been using soil, bark, or roots to apply to wounds to stop bleeding since ancient times. Early recordings of external application prescriptions to treat wounds were found in the 52 病房 from the unearthed Ma Wang Dui tomb of the Han Dynasty. Fujian of the Ming Dynasty recorded applying aconitum verrucutum powder mixed with ground onion on yongquan to treat sinusitis topically. In addition, Wu Shangxian of the Qing Dynasty compiled a whole book called Yi Yue Pian Wen, in which a wide range of external application prescriptions were collected. External application therapy has many functions. Among them are warming the spleen and kidney, invigorating the blood to dispel blood stasis, dissipating nodules and reducing swelling, and strengthening the body to prevent diseases. The mechanism of this type of therapy lies in stimulating the points and therefore channels with the herbs to promote blood circulation throughout the whole body so as to improve the body's immune system and fulfill the treatment purpose. This therapy has the advantages of being simple, effective, safe, and reliable. Prepared material. After making diagnosis and deciding on which points to use next, the next step is to prepare the material. Prepare the herbs, excipients, moxa sticks, loose moxa wool, ginger, garlic, a small knife, a glass rod, antiseptic gauze, antiseptic cotton, adhesive plaster, 2% iodine tincture, 75% alcohol, gentian violet, sterilized filiform needles and syringe, accordingly. Basic operation. The raw and fresh herbs need to be pounded until paste-like. The dry herbs must be ground into powder form first, and then mixed with a suitable type and proper amount of excipient to make a medicine cake of about 2 centimeters in diameter. Water, wine, vinegar, honey, sesame oil, egg white, Vaseline may all serve as excipients. For a beginner, he or she should pay particular attention to make sure that the degree of dryness and moisture of the paste is properly adjusted. If one needs to use ginger or garlic as part of the medium for Moxibustion, he or she should cut the ginger or garlic into thin slices of suitable size, about 0.2 to 0.3 centimeters thick, and punch small holes through the slice. When all the preparation is done, clean the selected points with 75% alcohol cotton, and then apply the medicine cake on these points. You can use some adhesive plaster to keep the medicine cake in place, and leave them on the points for a certain period of time. Clinically, when a patient's condition requires it, the doctor may first give warming Moxibustion, ginger Moxibustion, or garlic moxibustion on the selected points till the local area turns red before applying the medicine cakes on the points. Other times, the doctor may directly moxa the points over the medicine cake. During the course of treatment, some blisters may appear in the local skin area. If the blisters are small, they will be absorbed by the body. If the blisters are large, one can use a sterilized filiform needle to prick open the blisters and let out the fluid, or use a syringe to draw out the fluid. Then apply gentian violet on them and cover them with a sterilized gauze to prevent infection. Be aware that this method shouldn't be used on the patient's face, near the 5 sense organs, or where main arteries are distributed. Asthma. This disease is characterized by sudden attacks of dyspnea with bronchial wheezing. During the attack, the patient may even find him or herself unable to lie prone in the bed. Clinically, asthma is subdivided into 3 types. Asthma, deficiency of the lung. Clinical manifestations include spontaneous sweating, chills, cough due to change of climate, nasal discharge, wheezing in the larynx, red tongue with thin white coating, and a thin, weak pulse. Principles of treatment: tonifying the lung to consolidate superficial resistance. Selected points: 风池, 大椎, 肺腧. Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. Guizhi, 3 grams. Fangfeng, 3 grams. Xixin, 1.5 grams. Baijiezi, 4 grams. 蒲公英, 3 grams. Grind the above herbs into powder. Mix with ginger juice until paste-like and make it into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. First, moxa feng shi. Then apply the medicine cake on 大椎 and 肺腧 and let stay for 2 to 3 hours. The local skin may turn red and small blisters may form in 2 to 3 days. The treatment should be done once every 10 days, with 3 times as a course. Asthma, deficiency of the spleen. This type of asthma is manifested as coughing and wheezing, usually induced by overeating. It is accompanied by lack of appetite, loose stools, pale tongue with tooth marks on the side, thin white coating, and thin soft pulse. Principle of treatment: invigorating the spleen to remove dampness and remove the sputum to relieve asthma. Selected points: 大椎、肺腧、皮腧. Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 五味子 3 grams. 白茄子 4 grams. 白术 3 grams. 半夏 3 grams. 当归 3 grams. 细辛 1.5 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with ginger juice until paste-like and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. Apply the cakes to 大椎、肺腧 and 皮腧 for 3 to 4 hours, and then remove. Treatment should be once every 10 days, with 6 times as a course of treatment. Asthma, deficiency of the kidney. This type of asthma is often induced by overwork. Symptoms include weak back and knees, dizziness, tinnitus, pink tongue with moist white coating, and slight blood stasis spots, thin weak pulse. Principles of treatment: tonifying the kidney to improve inspiration. Selected points: 大椎、肺腧、命门. Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 阴阳火 4 grams. 甘水 3 grams. 细辛 1.5 grams. 肉桂 1.5 grams. 五味子 3 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with cold water until paste-like and make it into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. First proceed with ginger moxibustion, better than simple warming moxibustion, on all 3 points. 3 corns on each point until the local skin area becomes red. Then apply the medicine cakes on the points. Cover them with sterilized gauze and keep them in place with adhesive plaster. After 24 hours, remove the medicine cakes. Red skin and small blisters may appear around the points. Scab and scar may occur in 5 to 6 days. Treatment with blisters around the points and scars left actually ensure a better result than that without blisters and scars. Treatment should be given once every 10 days, with 3 times as a course of treatment. Allergic rhinitis. This disease is similar to sinusitis and TCM. It is characterized by sudden and repeated attacks of nose itching, sneezing, nasal discharge, nasal obstruction, etc., which are caused on the one hand by weakened wei qi of the lung and opening of pores in the skin, and on the other, an attack of wind cold and other accompanying pathogenic factors that invade the nose orifice. Principles of treatment: warming the lung to dispel cold and restoring consciousness to induce resuscitation. Selected points: 上心百会 大椎 肺腧 Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 白芷 3 grams. 细辛 1.5 grams. 荆芥 3 grams. 白芥子 3 grams. 苍耳子 3 grams. 辛夷花 1.5 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with ginger juice until paste-like. Make it into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. First, use a moxie to conduct warming moxibustion on 上心 肺腧 大椎 百会. Apply a medicine cake on 大椎 and 肺腧, respectively, for 2 hours. Repeat once every 10 days, with 3 times as a course of treatment. If the patient suffers a more severe condition, which happens frequently, and is also accompanied by severe headache, then use the following prescription instead. Selected points: 风池 大椎 肺腧 肾腧 Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 柴衣 1.5 grams. 蛇衣 1.5 grams. 全蝎 2 grams. 鹤子 3 grams. 乌梅肉 3 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with wine or honey until paste-like and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. First, give warming moxibustion with a moxie stick on 风池. Meanwhile, give a tangerine peel moxibustion with a moxicone on 肾腧. Then apply the medicine cake on 大椎 肺腧 肾腧 for 4 hours. Treatment is once every 7 days with 3 times as a course of treatment. If the patient discharges thick yellow mucus with a foul smell and is accompanied with a headache and mouth breathing, use the following method instead. Selected points: 大椎 膻中 内关. Prepare drugs and therapeutic method.
药物准备及治疗方法。
斑毛
选用
2 grams.
2克。将斑毛取头
Remove the heads and feet of the 斑毛. Dry fry them and grind them into powder.
取1平方米
Cut a piece of adhesive plaster, 1 by 1 centimeter. Make a 0.5 by 0.5 centimeter hole in the center.
然后
With the center of the hole aimed at the point, attach the plaster to 大锥.
并沾毛胶布，
Put a small amount of 斑毛 powder in the central hole.
与胶布小孔显露的
Make sure not to spill the powder over the edge of the adhesive plaster.
到胶布以外，
Then cover the powder with another non-poured adhesive plaster.
依照这个方法去分别将药饼敷贴于蛋中及内关穴上。
Allow the plaster to stay for 12 hours. Repeat the same method on 蛋中 and 内关, respectively.
经12小时后，揭去胶布，取净斑毛粉，可以看见敷贴穴位上起一小水泡。按常
Small blisters may form at the above-mentioned points, which can be treated according to the routine.
3次以疗
Repeat the treatment once every 10 days, 3 times as a course of treatment. Stomachache due to cold of insufficiency.
表现为短饮
This is manifested by dull pain at the epigastrum, the patient preferring warmth and pressure, the pain worsening on an empty stomach,
无症，
poor appetite, lack of warmth in the hands and feet, pale red tongue with a white coating, and slow pulse.
脉迟缓，
Principles of treatment: strengthening the spleen by warming the middle jiao.
温中健脾，
Selected points: 中脘、
中脘、
天枢、足三里、会枢、
胃腧、大肠
大肠枢、
内
内关。Prepared drugs and therapeutic method.
备及治疗方法。选用
乌猪乳
3克，
3 grams. 枳实
枳实
3 grams. 香附
1.5克，
1.5 grams. 高粱姜3 grams. 山茱萸3 grams.
将药物研成粉，
Grind the herbs into
然
powder.
后用
Mix with rice wine until paste-like and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. First, give a warming moxibustion with a moxicone on 中脘、天枢 and a warming moxibustion with moxistick on 足三里.
然后用艾条对足三里温热灸，最后在
Apply the medicine cakes on each of the above-mentioned points for 12 hours.
小时后揭去药饼，隔3天治疗一次。
Repeat once every 3 days, with 5 times as a course of treatment.
如果病人嗳气
If there's also belching, acid regurgitation, and difficulty in moving the bowel, the following prescription should be used instead. Selected points: 气门、
上脘、
上脘、阳陵泉、干姜
干姜
3 grams. 玉鸡
金3克，
3 grams. 地榆 3 grams. 乌贼骨 2 grams. 盐胡索 2 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with orange juice until paste-like and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. Apply 1 cake on each of the above-mentioned points for 12 hours. Repeat once every week, 3 times as a course of treatment. Advise the patient to rest well, avoid cold and raw food, avoid overeating during the course of treatment. Emission. This is involuntary discharge of semen without intercourse, mostly caused by deficiency of kidney qi, which is unable to secure the essence. It is subdivided into nocturnal emission and spermatorrhea. Principles of treatment. Nourishing the heart to regulate the mind, tonifying the kidney to arrest spermatorrhea. Selected points. 关元 中极 三阴交 肾腧 Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 补骨脂 3 grams. 心灵皮 4 grams. 附子片 4 grams. 熟地黄 4 grams. Grind the herbs into powder, mix with wine until plaster-like, and make into medicine cakes of 2 centimeters in diameter. Apply to 关元、中极、肾腧、三阴交. Allow to remain for 20 hours. Repeat the treatment once every 7 days, with 7 times as a course of treatment. Impotence. This is the inability to have an erection, or the penis is insufficiently hard even though erected. Principles of treatment. Warming lower essence and tonifying kidney to relieve mental stress. Selected points. 命门 腰脐 气血 大壑 Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 肉苁蓉 4 grams. 鹿角胶 4 grams. 肉桂 1.5 grams. 八祭天 4 grams. 麝香 0.5 grams. 补骨脂 3 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with red wine until paste-like and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. Use a moxa stick to moxa 命门, 腰脐, 气血, and 大壑 until the skin around the points turns red. Then put the medicine cake on these points. Allow to remain for 20 hours. Repeat this treatment once every 7 days, with 7 times as a course of treatment. During the treatment period, the patient should take care to calm the mind and let go of sexual desire, as intercourse is prohibited. Delayed menstrual period. A woman's period is considered as delayed if a woman finds her next period starting 7 or more days past the due time. Delayed period mostly has to do with blood deficiency or qi stagnation. Principles of treatment: regulating or tonifying blood and qi. Selected points: 闪雀, 中极, 足三里, 肾腧, 苏木 4 grams, 白芷 3 grams, 白胡椒 2 grams, 桂枝 3 grams, 葱白 4 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Add pounded congbai, mix with yellow wine until paste-like, and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. Using 3 to 5 moxicons, give a ginger moxibustion on 神阙, 中极, 肾腧, 足三里. Apply the medicine cake on each of the points for 24 hours. Repeat the treatment once every other day, with 3 times as a course of treatment. Dysmenorrhea. Dysmenorrhea is a disorder whereby a woman suffers periodic lower abdominal pain before or after menstruation, which in severe cases can cause fainting. Principles of treatment: regulating blood and qi of both Chong and Ren channels. Selected points: 关元, 脾腧, 胃腧, 四髎, 三阴交. Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 川芎 4 grams. 补骨脂 4 grams. 当归 4 grams. 香附 3 grams. 杜仲 4 grams. 鲜茅 4 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with ginger juice until paste-like, and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. Moxibustion with a moxa stick on the above points until the local skin areas turn red. Then apply the medicine cakes on each point. Allow to remain for 24 hours. Repeat once every other day, with 3 times as a course of treatment. Treatment can also be begun 3 days before the start of menstruation, once per day for 3 times. Postpartum abdominal pain. Pain in the lower abdomen after labor, and mostly paroxysmal, is due to blood deficiency or stasis, which causes the qi and blood to be unable to circulate smoothly and freely. As the Chinese saying goes, where there is stagnation, there is pain. Principles of treatment: replenishing qi and blood, activating blood to dispel cold. Selected points: qi hai, 中极, 命门, 治世, 三阴交, prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 附子 4 grams. 香附 4 grams. 当归 4 grams. 没药 4 grams. 乳香 4 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with Chinese rice wine until paste-like, and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. First, give direct moxa over ginger on the above points. Use 3 to 5 cones on each point. Apply the medicine cake on these points for 24 hours. Repeat every day. 3 times is a course of treatment. Hypertension. It is clinically characterized by increased arterial pressure. Congenital hypertension is also called hypertensive disease. Selected point: Yongquan. Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. There are 2 options. 1. 现大蒜 10 grams. Or 2. 吴茱萸 10 grams. Mix the fresh garlic with a little salt. Pound into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. Grind 吴茱萸 into powder. Mix with vinegar until paste-like and make into a medicine cake 2 centimeters in diameter. Apply the garlic medicine cake to Yongquan and allow to remain for 12 hours. It can lower blood pressure by 1.4 kilopascals on average. In addition, as headache often accompanies hypertension, the doctor can use a Wujuyu-made medicine cake on the point and allow to remain for 12 hours. Night sweat. This type of spontaneous sweating is mostly caused by yang rising within yin deficiency, resulting in the loss of body fluid. Principles of treatment. Restoring asthenia to arrest sweating. Selected point. 乳中. Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 黄柏, 3 grams. 三角麦, 6 grams. 诺豆根须, 6 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with cold water until paste-like and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. Apply to 乳中 and allow to remain for 12 hours. Repeat once every 3 days. 5 times is a course of treatment. Spontaneous perspiration. This is defined as frequent sweating during the day which is not induced by a change of environmental or climatic factors. Principles of treatment. Consolidating superficial resistance to arrest sweating. Selected point. 内关. Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 一粒仁, 6 grams. 补贝子, 6 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with fresh pear juice until paste-like and make into a medicine cake 2 centimeters in diameter. Apply the cake to 内关 and allow to remain for 10 hours. Repeat once every 3 days. 10 times is a course of treatment. The following method may also be used as another option. Selected point. 神阙. Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. 郁金, 6 grams. 牡蛎, 12 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with vinegar until paste-like and make into a medicine cake 2 centimeters in diameter. Apply the cake to 神阙 and allow to remain for 10 hours. Repeat once every 3 days. 10 times is a course of treatment. B syndrome. B syndrome is often manifested as soreness, pain, and heavy sensation in the muscles, sinews, bones, and joints, which cause movement difficulty. It is mainly caused by an invasion of wind, cold, dampness, and other external evils, which block the meridians and lead to the stagnation of qi in blood. Principles of treatment. Dispelling wind and activating the channels, expelling cold and removing wetness. Selected points. 梁丘, 西岩, 山川乌, 15 grams. 生草乌 15 grams. 生南西 15 grams. 生半夏 10 grams. 肉桂泡姜白芷 10 grams each. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with honey until paste-like and make into a medicine cake 2 centimeters in diameter. Apply 1 cake on each point and allow to remain for 10 hours. Repeat once every 3 days. 10 times is a course of treatment. Furuncle. This is an acute and dangerous disorder. Often occurs on the face, hands, and feet. Principles of treatment: clearing away heat and dispersing toxic material. Selected points: 灵台, 治养, and the affected area. Prepared drugs and therapeutic method. There are 4 different prescriptions. 1. Pound 20 grams of 咸芙蓉叶 until paste-like. Mix with honey and make into a medicine cake. 2. Pound 20 grams of 鲜蒲公英. Add in a little salt to make a medicine cake. 3. Dry bake a 鹿凤坊. Add 黄白 2 grams. 黄芩 2 grams. 黄连 2 grams. Grind into a powder. Mix with sesame oil until paste-like and make into a medicine cake of 2 centimeters in diameter. 4. 麻赤藓 5 grams. 野菊花 5 grams. 五倍子 5 grams. Grind the herbs into powder. Mix with honey until paste-like and make into medicine cakes 2 centimeters in diameter. Apply 1 cake on each point and allow to remain for 10 hours. Repeat once every 3 days. 10 times is a course of treatment.
一路漫漫，披荆相伴。